Okay, I think I have some 5 minutes. Well, you see, Ghanaian budgets flatter to deceive. Ghanaian budgets over the years flatter to deceive. So before the budget is read, there's some showboating. Everybody's sort of apprehensive, looking for what's coming into the budget. The day of the budget, the Minister of Finance, whichever color is from, comes with some bag, shows it to us. The budget and your emotions are heightened. Your hormones, emotions are heightened. And then the budget is ready. You think, what happened? Let me tell you a story. I have a story to tell you something this morning. About 3 years ago, a very good friend of mine, it's called Fred. Fred came to me. I mean, he's a man who's done well in business, sharp suited, small family, nice house in Cantonment. And he said, Ken, I'm in trouble. And I said, but Samson, what's the problem? I mean, Fred, what's the problem? Fred was in tears, absolute tears. And he says, I've done some business, I've not been paid. I'm behind on my mortgage. I'm behind on my children's school fees. They have been thrown out of school. And you know me, this can happen to me. I mean, it turned up in this Mercedes. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll give you $15,000. And that's all I have because I'm saving to put a deposit on a car. So you can have the $15,000 back. Charlie Fred, this money you have to bring back as soon as possible. So I gave Fred the $15,000. I didn't hear much from him. I called him. I didn't hear much from him. And then about 6 months later, I was going to London. And, of course, I'm traveling economy. As I check in, I go through checking immigration, I get on the plane. And as I'm walking through the plane, I mean, I see somebody and I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here? But I continue walking and then I came back and I said, Chief, what are you doing in business class? He says, oh, me, I can't, sit economy. People will think, they'll start to say certain things about me, my status society. And he had his 7-year-old son by him. So I go, as usual, go and sit down. And for those that know me, I'm 6'4", I'm huge. And as I'm sitting, fitting my way into economy, the seats, they put me in the middle. And the guy on my right is snoring and falling over me. They bring the food trolley. And the woman says, chicken or fish? And I said, oh, fish. And they said, well, fish is finished. And they threw the chicken at me. I'm thinking, wow. And then that is what it hits me. I felt cheated, used, and I thought that what Fred had done was immoral. And that is exactly how I feel about the Ghana government. I feel cheated, I feel used, and I find that what they have done is immoral. Think about it. The government of Ghana came to us and said that, we're unable to pay our debts. So we're going to, there's going to be some debt exchange program where literally the money is gone. The money is gone. I have friends who are doing projects that they've had to cancel. And then the same, so I mean, I'm suffering. I have the one I'm talking about, his children he has had to change his children's school. He sold his house. And then I have a budget where all the budget is about the government and what they want to do. That's the same Fred in business class. I feel cheated. I feel it's immoral. I feel used. What is it there? What is in there for the common man? What's in there for the watch seller? What's there for the kinky seller? What's there for the mechanic? Meanwhile, cost of living is high and there are no jobs. Economic prosperity is not about numbers. Economic prosperity is not about GDP. It's not about the size of your coin, whether you're 2 trillion, 4 trillion. It's not whether, you have 10. No. Economic prosperity is about the value of the cedi in your pocket. And as we sit now, the value of the cedi in your pocket is gone. Meanwhile, the government has made no sacrifices. We have made all those sacrifices. Why a job for the boys? They're still doing job for the boys. Planting for food and jobs is failed. They're still putting money there. So what are we getting? Cost of living is high. Cost of doing business is high. Interest rates are high. Capitals our capitals have been eroded through the currency depreciation. So what have we got out of it? It's immoral. I feel cheated and I feel used. That's my comment on the budget.